5 signs you're chasing potential instead of reality. Listen up. Stage 1 is you fall in love with who they could become. And because of this, you stop evaluating the person that's actually in front of you right now, and you start dating this version of them that you hope they'll become in the future. So you keep telling yourself that they're capable of much more, that they're just scared, that they'll open up if I give them enough time. They'll be the partner that I need once they heal. So you're no longer responding to who they are, you're responding to who you imagine that they could be in the future. And this is a terrible mindset to be in. And because of this, what they'll do is they'll disappear for 3 days after every disagreement. And instead of asking, can I accept this as it is, this behavior, you tell yourself, well, they're just still learning how to communicate. And then 6 months later, they're still disappearing. And the only thing that's actually changed is how much you normalized behavior that you never wanted in the first place. Stage 2, you celebrate tiny improvements like they're permanent change. Every breadcrumb feels like a breakthrough. One good weekend erases 3 bad months, one vulnerable conversation that convinces you that everything is finally different. They cancel plans 4 times and they actually show up once. And instead of asking why consistency is so rare, you convince yourself, you see, they showed up, they're trying. You're grading them on improvement, not whether your needs are actually being met. Stage 3, you spend more time explaining their behavior than they do. You become their defense attorney, pretty much. Everyone around you sees the relationship clearly, but you always have another explanation. They're stressed, they're overwhelmed, they've got trauma, they're afraid of intimacy. Maybe all of that is true, sure, but none of that changes the actual outcome. You're still lonely, you're still anxious, you're still wondering where you stand in the relationship, and explanation doesn't magically become a solution. Stage 4, you're waiting for a version of them that rarely shows up. You don't miss the relationship. You miss the 15% of the relationship that felt incredible. The late night conversations, the affection, the chemistry, all of those great moments that made you think, this is the real them. But 1 out of 30 days, that's not amazing. Those 2 days, they become that are good. Those become your only reason for surviving the relationship. Those emotional highs that come few and far between are the only thing that you're really holding on to. If you think about it, it's not everyday reality. Stage 5, their potential matters more than your peace. This is where you just no, don't trade your peace for anything. This is where people actually stay stuck because leaving feels like giving up on what could actually happen. You constantly check your phone because of this. Your mood depends on whether they text you or not. You overthink every single conversation. I mean, even your friends tell you that you've changed, that you're emotionally exhausted, but you just keep saying, I just need to be patient. You need to ask a different question in the situation, though, not who they could become. Ask if they never change, would I still choose this relationship? Because healthy relationships aren't built on imagined futures; they're built on consistent reality.